Hey guys, what's up? This is Amy, and today I am bringing you a tutorial on a look that I really enjoy wearing during the fall. It is like an eggplant taupey purple shadow with a really extended cat eye and some nude lips. If you guys want to know how to get this look, go ahead and keep watching. The first item that I'm going to start out with is my Benefits Professional. I've already moisturized my face. I just have really large pores, so this is what seems to help me the most. I am going to use Urban Decay's Naked Skin in 4.5 and also with CoverGirl's 3-in-1 in the shades 857. So there's those two. And I usually just get a little bit on my hand, so a couple pumps of the CoverGirl's 3-in-1 and a couple pumps of the Urban Decay. And then I grab my damp beauty blender and just distribute it all over. I'm sorry, you guys, my hair is a mess too. It's going on third day hair, and I usually wash it during the week. It's on the fourth day, and I usually wash it on Mondays and I believe Thursdays. Yeah, I go one time is every fourth day, and then there's one that is on the third day, so it's just how it works out for me. Then when I have gotten my foundation all over, I get Revlon's Photo Ready Concealer in the shade Medium, which is 004, and it looks like this. And I cover up all my problem areas, which are my red spots, my active blemishes. Okay, and then when I have covered those up, I usually go back to my beauty blender that I use to spread out my foundation, to get my foundation on, and just give it a little tap over. All right, then when I have done that, I get my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I get some on my lid. Which, for those of you who don't know what the Shadow Insurance is, it's just eyeshadow primer. And then I just use a little tiny bit to put under my eyes down here. Okay, then when I have done that, I get my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer. It's a cool shade, a cool tone, and it's in C123, Fair to Light. And I use that to just brighten up under and also conceal at the same time. So I use it as a concealer and a highlighter for under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose. So this is usually all the areas where I put my this L'Oreal True Match concealer, just to kind of brighten up the high points of my face. And then I go with my beauty blender on the side, well, like the point area, and blend it out. And then I go in and start using the powder product. So the one that I usually use is Rimmel London's Stay Matte, and it's in Nude Beige. And then I get my Sonia Kashuk powder brush that looks like this. It's in the number 130, and just kind of pat it and then pat it on my face here. Then because my blemishes are pretty red and just they poke through the foundation, there's just a couple spots that I go in with my L'Oreal True Match Natural, and it's a concealer, and this one is in the shade Light Medium 480, and it just looks like this. It's like a mineral powdered concealer, and I just go in and touch up those areas that still seem to be poking through my foundation. So I do that. I'm telling you guys, it's pretty bad. All right, now that I have already put on like all my foundation, I am going to go in with my bronzer. And I usually use this brush that came with my Rockateur blush. And it's just one of those, you know, those generic blush brushes. I use that to contour. So there's that. And then I go in with my NARS Laguna, this shade over here, and do a very light contour on my cheeks. Then when I have done that, I go in with a regular brush, which is my e.l.f. complexion brush, and it looks like this. It's just this big powdered brush, and I use that to bronze the rest of my face. So I'm not going to use the Laguna from NARS. I'm going to go in with NYC's Sun and Bronze, and this one is in the shade 707 Fire Island Tan. My temples, under here, go over the contour area just a little bit. All right, now that I have bronzed my face, I go in with my blush, which I am using Benefit's Rockateur, and I go in with another Sonia Kashuk brush. And I am not sure which one this is. I believe it's just called their blush brush, and it looks like this. Here's Benefit's Rockateur. And I lightly go just in the backs. I like to put on my blush just towards the back of my cheek, so you guys can see. I really like this blush because it gives you control. You can put on pretty much the exact amount that you want. It doesn't give off too much pigmentation right off the get. It just, you definitely have to work it up to the color that you're gonna want it. So I really like that about it. And then also it gives you that natural glow because it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. So it gives you that really nice glow. But because I like the glow so much, after I put on my blush, I do go in with the Balm's Mary Luminizer and do a little bit more of highlighting. And I just go in with this generic brush, which I got from Rite Aid, which is Rite Aid Renewal is what it says. And it's just an angled blush brush. And I just dip the side of it, and I just kind of brush it over the high points of my cheek a little bit. Do the same thing to the other side. The center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and then I get my finger and do my Cupid's bow. Now that I have done that, that's pretty much it for my face products. Then I go in and do my eyebrows, And I just use Milani's Brow Fix in the shade 01 Light. And then I go in with this Eco Tools angled flat brush. I get my Sonia Kashuk, actually, I'm sorry, it's an e.l.f. Professional Eyelash and Brow Wand, my spoolie. And I just kind of comb them out. As you guys can see, I have extremely sparse eyebrows because I funked them up in high school and I am paying the price dearly. So I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade down here, and you guys will see that I just kind of fill them in. So that's kind of what they turn out like when I'm all done. Then I just go in with a little tiny bit of concealer, which I just use a little bit of that same L'Oreal True Match that I use to highlight under. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. Go in with an angled brush by e.l.f. It's a small angled brush. And just kind of sharpen up the edges a little bit. After I am done going over them, sharpening them up with the concealer, I go in with my e.l.f.'s Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. And I just go over them just a little bit just to make them nice and solid for the day. So that's how they turn out generally. So. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start with the eyes. And the first thing that I am going to do is put on a base, which is Maybelline's Color Tattoo in Barely Branded. And that's what the color looks like there, if you guys can see that. It's a really, really beautiful color. So I'm gonna get my ring finger and just lightly go over my eyelid, and I'm not going to take it up too high. It's just going to kind of sit right a little bit above my lash line, just, well, a little bit lower than the crease. So there you guys can see. So there's how that looks, just a light layer. Then I'm going to go over it with This is the Silent Treatment palette 335 by Wet n Wild. And I'm going to go in with this bottom shade here. It's a really, really light, like taupey, but it's more on the purple side. Taupey, gray, purple. And I am going to just go in with this Sonia Kashuk flat, it's like a packing on brush. And I'm just gonna go over the Barely Branded. All right, so now that we have gotten that shade on, we just kind of set the Barely Branded base. That's what it's gonna look like. Then we are going to just get any blending brush and go in with a brown color. The one that I am using is from the Lorac Pro To Go palette, and it is in the color Cafe. All right, so we're taking that there and giving it some dimension, the crease. So we're gonna go in with the shade that's also in the same Eye Studio palette of the Violet Femme, and it's gonna be this very first one, which is a very light purple, and it looks almost pink, and that's what we are going to take right in the corner and also in your in the brow bone area. And I'm gonna take it in my inner corner. You guys can do this however you want, but I really like a really bright inner corner, and so that's why I kind of pack it on, but you guys can do it however you would like. Then I'm gonna go in with a flat brush, the same one that I used to pack on the taupe color on our lid. I'm gonna go in very lightly, tap this pink, and put it up by my brow and just kind of pull it down, brush it down like this. And I'm just gonna do it at the very highest point of my brow bone. I don't usually take it all the way in here. I just do this area right here. That's my personal preference, but you guys can do it however you would like. And I'm going to use the iced mocha towards the outside. And as you guys can see, I am being very sloppy with it. I'm not being neat at all, only because you don't need to be at this part. What I'm doing right now is I'm just putting down the inner corner part on your lower lash line there, okay? All right, so that's how it should look like. Then we are gonna go in with that same quad that we had, the Maybelline Eye Studio, and we are going to go over Oyster with this color. It's the second to the lightest color here. And go over Oyster and just kind of set it. Sometimes my kids come in my makeup room and do bad things to my makeup. So when I saw my jumbo pencil, my Oyster pencil, it literally looked like someone had been chewing on it. So I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild color that we used initially, the taupe. All right, you guys, so now that we have finished with that, that's what it should look like. Then we are gonna go in and tightline our eyes, and I am using the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in black. I don't like that. Then we are going to do our lower waterline with the same one. All right, guys, now that we got all our eyeshadow on, we are going to go in with Maybelline New York Line Stiletto Ultimate Precision Liquid Eyeliner, and it is in the shade Blackest Black. And I am a half eyeliner girl, so that's what I like my liner to look like. I only like it on half the eye because I have lidded eyes. I really need to be careful with not putting too much liner on the top. So that's that one. Okay guys, so now that I have done the liner on both my eyes, I am going to curl my eyelashes. And then I am going to go in with Too Faced Lashgasm. Alright, so now that I put on the first layer of the Too Faced Lashgasm, I am going to go in with, Maybelline's The Rocket to separate the lashes, and that is the last step. Alright guys, so now I am going in with my Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in Matte 001. You guys can see that I just go in really quickly. And then I I put on NYX's Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee. All right, you guys, and that is the finished look. Don't worry, you guys, I'm not going to wear my hair like this. I just needed it out of my face, but here we go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye.